no matter what age a woman is, she's still going to want the same things as though she was young. What I mean is, you could be talking to a 29-year-old woman, 30-year-old woman, and she'll say that she wants a long-term relationship she's only interested in men that want a long-term relationship, a serious relationship, and not someone who's looking for casual dating or anything like that. And then you could be talking to a woman who's 65 years old, 60 years old, and she would say the same things. She would say, I want a long-term relationship. I want to be with a man who has a long relationship in mind, very serious, not someone who's looking for casual dating or even in the beginning to see how things go. No, they are only interested in talking to men that want a long-term relationship. So I am convinced, honestly, that men and women will never be able to coexist in a closed relationship, living together completely peacefully and happy, because they want completely different things. The relationships that you see lasting, are the ones where they fall under two basic categories. The ones that the things that they want, the things that are keeping them together, are keeping them together. Finances, children, not wanting to upend things. And I've talked about this before, the pain of throwing everything up in the air and upending their life being higher than the pain of going through, staying and suffering. And then the other group that end up being able to live together are the ones where they genuinely, the list of things that they like to do are genuinely much longer than the things that they don't like to do. Maybe they both like to go to church. Maybe they both like to play golf. Maybe they both like to, entertain and whatever. Still, you see those people arguing and fighting, just as many times as the ones who don't have many things in common. But the main thing to remember, why relationships don't work, and if yours is not working, not to feel bad about it, and if yours broke up and ended, not to feel bad about it, is because we want different things, the men and women, and they get together in the hope of the other guy, the other person, being a catalyst in them achieving those things that they themselves want, not what we want, but what I want. And this is true for the man as well as the woman. She gets together with him hoping he's going to be a tool, a vehicle in getting her to where she wants to go, in accomplishing the things that she wants, to have children and a home and someone who pays for it all and everything, or someone who does what she wants all the time. And the man also gets together with the woman thinking, okay, I'm going to have a sexy, beautiful sex partner, a woman that knows how to cook and clean, a woman that knows how to dress up and be beautiful and go with me so I can show her off to my friends at parties and work gatherings and stuff like that. Not realizing that's soon going to change. She's not going to be that. She's going to gain weight. She's not going to be sweet and smiling and agreeable. And she's not going to give you sex when you want. And she's not going to look as she did when you first met her. So both end up rudely disappointed. That's why relationships fall apart. They say 7 years. Actually, they fall apart a lot sooner. 7 years often, if it gets to that point, is when they just say, I reach a point where I can't live anymore like this. I'm willing to sacrifice, I'm willing to pay whatever price it is to just get out of this thing. So when you got two groups of people that want completely different things, but they're hiding those true things that they want from each other, and they're going by the initial crazy moonlight, what do you call it, the honeymoon phase, and moon gets in your eye, and you're all willy-dilly and not really thinking of straight. You're going by the initial trappings, when a dessert, like you're biting into a dessert that tastes really good, really sugary and sweet and delicious and moist, and but you're not thinking that when it's over, it's going to end up on your hips for a long, long, long time. Beginning of relationships are like that, you know, sweet and agreeable, lots of sex. She makes herself up every day. Every time you see her, smells good, beautiful hair, beautiful, you know, makeup, beautiful smile, sexy and agreeable, does everything you want. And him too, he's also, you know, putting up a persona, a facade that resembles nothing of how he's going to be in the long term. And then reality hits like a ton of bricks. Disappointment enters the door, and you're looking for a window to jump out of. But the main point of this video was, I know a friend who says, oh, I found a website. He's older, you know, he's in his late 60s. He says, I found a website, dating website called Our Time, and this is for people that are older. And then he said, in the beginning, it was so nice. I was, you know, matching with a lot of people online and great conversations. And he said, and then I ended up going out with a couple of them. First of all, they looked nothing like their picture. They were significantly older than the picture. Well, it happens to on both sides, to be fair. Men also do the same. Catfishing, it's called. And then he said, I'm talking to women that are in their 60s, early 60s, late 50s, late 60s, and they are asking for the same things that a 30-year-old woman would. They want a long-term relationship. They want serious. They want to, you know, hold off getting intimate until, you know, well into the relationship. And they want me to go wine and dine them and everything. And he said, well, you know, why bother? If I'm expending the same efforts going out with a woman in her 60s than I would going out with a woman in her 30s, especially overseas, late 20s even, why would I do that? Why would I put myself through that, you know, pain and hardship? So he stopped. And it reminded me of this fact that I know to be true, that no matter how old they are delusional. They do not see themselves, women, as they actually are. They see themselves as they hope things would be. Totally living in an unrealistic fantasy world, the price of which men who try to date them will pay. I'm saying, don't be those men. Don't put yourself through that pain, through that BS. You do not have to live your life pleasing somebody else. You do not have to live your life trying to match someone else's list, check someone else's boxes. Do what you want to do, be as you are, and be somebody worthy of being with, of course. And if they don't like it, too bad. You're living for yourself. Live for yourself. Don't live for others. Share the life's you know, beauties and treasures and happiness with others, as long as they accept you as you are. Not because they're trying to form you into something that you're not, and trying to use you to do the things that they want to do in life. You're not a vehicle. You're a human being. All the best.